It's set to go with our program tonight. We'd ask you please stand. And Janine Guillot is going to do the national anthems for us tonight. And our feature drivers, as you can see on the back straightaway, the number 12 carrying the U.S. flag, that's Tony Casey. And carrying the Canadian flag, that is Jerome Guillot. Janine, take it away.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Hey, how about a hand? Thank you, Janine. Great job. It must be kind of special singing that anthem tonight when your son's out on the racetrack. That is the 48 car. Jerome Guillot is Janine's son, Jerome, and he is one of our featured drivers. As you can see, sponsored by Baldwin Feeds, Superior Bearing Works Crankshafts, Intercomp, St. Cloud Incorporated Auto Body, and Guillot Farms. Tony sponsored by Airport Motor Inn, Canadiana Motor Inn, Pepsi, Miller Engines, TriStar Automation. We're going to go down front for last week's 50-50 draw. And Darren, take it away. Let's announce who the winner was from last week.
All right, fantastic, Pat. Thanks very much. We have the 50-50 draw to do, and we also have the two-seater draw from last week. Of course, you can buy tickets behind the announcer's tower, just $10, and you can win 2 tickets to the Speedway and a ride in the two-seater. So here's last week's 50-50 winning number, and if they're not here, we'll post the number on Facebook. It is 095153. 095153, the winning ticket from last week. That was July 11th, and what was the prize there? $750, okay. 095153, and let's do the two-seater draw. And the winner of the two-seater draw, and you need to go to the vendor to make arrangements, looks like Adam Helfrich. Adam Helfrich. You'll need to get on over to the vendor area and arrange your ride in the two-seater. Back up to you, Pat.
Thank you, Darren. And once again, if you're that 50-50 winner's not here, we're going to post that number on our Facebook page, and you can check that. Everybody can check it. Now, look at the front of our program tonight. Is that not one of the coolest race pictures you ever saw? I love that picture. And that, of course, we had Janine Guillot singing the national anthem for us, and Jerome carrying the flag, the Canadian flag, and that's Jerome's daughter on the front cover of the program, so it's kind of Guillot night here at the races. Inside on the pole, the 41 is Riley Beamish. To his outside, the 5 is David Harms out of Bagot, Manitoba. 17K is Caden LaBute inside row 2, and outside Joey Hydrochuck in the 56. Row 3 has Larry Niebel inside in the 42, and outside George Darling, 2JR. And we're racing already. The green flag waver down front there getting the job done for us. That's Gavin Paul's son. Gavin comes to us most weeks. Well, no, he doesn't. A fair bit of time. And races with us here in his modified. And Gavin Paul's son getting up there and doing the honors on the green flag tonight. Your leader is the 00 guy that I don't have on my lineup sheet. I show him starting on the front row of Heat 2. The 00 is supposed to be on the pole of heat number 2. So he's not only he's leading the race, he's out front, by 8 laps. I guess he just needed to warm up a little bit. That's okay. We'll get him back to the pits. So now we have a new leader. The 42 of Larry Niebel, who started 5th just 2 laps ago, is the leader. And look at the race for first place. Oh, wow. The 64 car. That 64 is not scheduled to be in this race either. He's supposed to be on the outside of the front row in Heat 2.
Talk about a premium parking spot here at Red River Co-op Speedway. That guy in turn 4 has got it. He can see the whole track from there.
So
now I might have just pulled up a chair, Pat, and not parked the car there, but
I thought I got a good parking spot.
have you ever heard the term hung up?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it right there.
Speaking of hung up, let's get a couple things addressed here right here and now.
Okay, go.
For those of you that aren't familiar with My Race Pass, it's an app that you can get on your phone, and it's about $8 a year, and you can watch live timing at this racetrack and race lineups at this racetrack. You can check any race lineup of any track. You can check yesterday, today, tomorrow, and it's only, I think it's $8.95 a year, and tonight, the folks of My Race Pass are making it a free night. So if you want to try out My Race Pass, get on your phone and go to where you get apps and download the My Race Pass app. All right, so we should have had 6 cars in this race. We're down to 4. There obviously was a lineup change and no one in the pits got it, which is unfortunate. So yeah, if you want to check it out, My Race Pass, wherever you get apps, My Race Pass, and you can watch live timing here. You can check the feature lineups when the girls post them here when they get done at intermission. And you can check to see what's going on at your favorite if you got another Thursday night racetrack. Tomorrow you can be watching the races in Grand Forks and watching the times and see who's in the pits at Fargo, for example. Saturday night, we got to be back here to Red River Co-op Speedway. It is the Brad Wall Memorial, Saturday the 20th. Yes, that's this Saturday. Wazota Street Stocks, Wazota Midwest Modifieds, Wazota Pure Stocks, and 4 cylinders. Now, Brad Wall Memorial, unfortunately, Brad was a young kid that raced street stocks. He lost his life in a highway accident down south in Manitoba by closer to his hometown. And we don't race Wazota Street Stocks here anymore. What you're watching here is Pure Stock. But we are having the Wazota Street Stocks in town for the Brad Wall Memorial because that was Brad's class. And he was, as young as he was kind of known pretty good on the south of the border side as well. So Saturday night, July 20th, it's the Brad Wall Memorial. Be there, be square. Also, once again, someone said to me, what's with this My Race Pass thing? Okay, here's how it goes. Go to the App Store and download the My Race Pass app. And tonight, it's a free sample. You can watch, you can just see all the kinds of things you can do on you can see all kinds of things you can do on My Race Pass. And it's a free sample tonight, so give it a go. My Race Pass, wherever you get apps. Our 50-50 winners are Dale and Don Baldwin. I hope everyone's blood pressure goes down after missing last week's 50-50 draw. How much was it? $750 from last week.
Wow, pretty good.
Damn good. Excuse me, darn good. All right. Have you got My Race Pass going yet?
I do. I actually do. I just downloaded the app on my iPhone, and I'm trying to get to live. Oh, here's Red River Co-op Speedway.
See, it's alphabetical, so, you know, take your time. It's alphabetical.
I got her. So here we are in My Race Pass on my phone, and I can see this race has Larry Niebel and Riley Beamish, and here's their lap times. Pretty cool. All right. That's
right.
myracepass.com. You can get it through the App Store.
Oh, hey, what a great time to go get something to eat. You hungry, or do you bring food with you?
I had a sandwich going here already.
Oh.
And a little bit of
Nothing
strawberries.
for me, thanks.
No, I don't
thanks.
usually share that stuff.
I'm aware.
You know.
It's like trying to borrow a loonie off you. It ain't going to happen.
Well, last time I gave you one, it was supposed to be a load. I never saw it.
Oh, my goodness. Well, tonight, a great night. You know, you got to get down there and try that hot Italian sausage. That's my favorite.
Hey, Patton Racing Saturday here as well.
Right? Brad Wall Memorial.
Absolutely. Saturday, 7 o'clock.
Gates open at 6, and the racing starts at 7 o'clock. Wazota Midwest Mods, Wazota Pure Stocks, and 4-cylinder cars, the Brad Wall Memorial. That car's off the track, isn't it?
Looks to me like, yeah, it's just on the berm.
Who's that
now, I
anyway?
think. Number 5.
Ooh, David Harms. He started on the front row. Woo-hoo-hoo. He's from
Hey.
Bagot, Manitoba.
Right.
Jack.
Where is that? It's around Portage.
On the way to Portage.
Oh,
Well, that narrows it down.
there you go.
Where are you coming at Portage from is my next question.
Right. Okay. Straight north of Starbuck towards the number 1 highway. All right.
Little geography
And-
lesson here.
There you go. So we have a couple heats of pure stocks.
Yeah. We
And
do,
then
yeah.
We moved to 3 features from last week.
Oh,
Then we
shoot.
come back to this week's program. Is that kind of what we're doing, I think? Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's what I hear. I hear we're making up all of last week's 3 makeup features tonight. So, boy, I hope the guys at the concession and the beer vendor got lots of stock. And that, boy, I'll tell you, that 50-50 draw last week was $750. Ooh, we're hoping to beat that this week. 50-50 sellers throughout the grandstands. And it's a Snow Stomper Snowmobile Club that does the selling, and the Drivers Point Fund gets the other half. And, of course, one lucky ticket holder gets the gets half the proceeds right here in cash money tonight.
Hey, Pat, I got a couple of prizes to give away to some young fans, 12 and under, and you can come up to the east end of the announcer's tower with the correct answer. Now, he is not, let me just take a look. I want to make sure he is not racing in this particular race. He is not. However, he does race in this class, and he is sponsored by Select Shows. And I have a couple of Select Shows passes to give away to a young racing fan here. You got to come up and tell me who the driver is of that car.
Huh?
Who is the
Yeah,
Select Shows
I didn't hear what
4C
you
driver?
said.
What is his name? For a couple of free passes to Select Shows. I know they're in Morris this weekend. I think Portage la Prairie after that. But it allows you to get 2 all-day wristbands and ride all day unlimited at Select Shows. Good for a 1-day free wristband. So who is the driver of the Select Shows 4C? First kid up to let me know gets 2 Select Shows passes. There you go. Chris Bowman is the correct answer, the Select Shows 4C.
What happened to the 55 Chevy? I got that question. Because the 57 Chevy has been out here this year. Where did the 55 go?
Too old?
No, I don't think so.
Those are cool cars.
But, you know, a buddy of mine was racing one of those in Grand Forks, and he said he took the 55 Chevy body off because it was 300 pounds heavier than the metric GMs.
Right. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Real steel.
Yes, exactly.
Real
and
thick
body
steel.
filler.
I remember a buddy of mine built a 1950 Chevy truck back when we were in high school and couldn't get over how thick those fenders actually were. Like,
Real
those
steel.
take a long time to rust through.
Yeah. Okay, we got that truck. Are we fixing that car over there, or are we just removing it? Oh, there it
He's
is.
off, yeah. That was, you don't see that very much here, Patty, getting hung up like that.
No, thankfully not.
That was an extensive hang-up.
You can see the skid marks, boy, and right up there in the loose dirt at the top of the racetrack. You know, you don't want to look at the target or you're going to hit it. All right, so we're just about ready to go back to racing. Let's clarify a thing or two here, because last week we had to call the show after one feature.
Correct, yes.
Because we got a little liquid sunshine. We're going to go back to racing here for a moment. So we canceled those 3 features last week because of inclement weather. Now, when you come in here tonight, you bought another ticket. Of course, you're at a different night of the racetrack. So you bought a ticket for tonight's program. And what you're going to see after this feature, these 2 heats, is last week's features. So why did you have to buy a ticket?
Well, because you're here tonight at a new race and you're going to get last week's stuff. We're going to complete last week's stuff.
Right.
Yeah, gotcha. But that's been on the website for a long time. The rain policy is if one feature is complete, it constitutes a complete show. That's the biggest word I've used all day. Constitutes.
Spell it for me, and then you'll really impress me. But the deal is, if you've got, like last week, it was finished. This is a new week. You had to buy a ticket to get in. Now we're also going to show you what you paid to see last week tonight. So you're out nothing as usual.
Hey, Pat, this My Race Pass free trial thing is pretty neat. We used to have to walk in go look at the laptop computer. We could just go with this forever.
Yeah, that would work pretty good. We got a race for second place here. The problem there is if they start scuffing and banging, we'll never tell who was at fault because they bought the paint at the same store. Oh my goodness, how far down in this race? Oh, look at that, it's over already. Larry Niebel is the winner in the Old Dutch Chips. Ron's Marine, number 42. The 41 car comes in second, that's Riley Beamish. And the 56 is Joey Hydrochuck. He's from LaSalle, and he comes in third. And any one of us could have been fourth in that one. Oh no, pardon me, I didn't see the 17 car was still out there. Excuse me, that's Caden LaBute. Only the top four get their point average spots, so it's the mystery is kind of solved there.
All right, Pat, again, we're back to this My Race Pass on the iPhone. Just looking at Larry Niebel here in this last race. His last lap time on lap 8 was 23.369. His best time was 22.724, and he was the winner. Looks like lap 4.
Not that much of a spread, really. That's pretty consistent.
That's what you want. Consistently fast is always good. All right, so we're going to move to heat number 2. These the updated sheets, I do believe. Well, here's who is scheduled for heat number 2. The 00 is Greg Blonsky on the pole. The 64 is Gary Felius out of LaSalle. In row 2, the 9 is Les McRae, sponsored by Santana Kennels. And outside, the 4C is Select Shows, sponsored 4C of Chris Bowman. And the 53 is Doug Jones. He's from Minnedosa, Manitoba. So 5 cars on our lineup sheets, and it appears the cars on track match the lineup sheets. So we're getting set to go as they come out of turn number 3 and 4 to take the green flag here in Pure Stock heat number 2. And here we go. '64 just flying into turn number 3 with Greg Blonsky in the second spot. Blonsky finished second in points last year here at Red River Co-op Speedway in the Pure Stock division. The Select Shows Integrity Fire number 4C alongside the 9 car. Look at that battle in turn number 1 and 2. 4C has been running extremely well, and he moves into the second spot. Chris Bowman into spot number 2, and now has his sights set on the 64 of Felius. The DG Service 64 is your leader. 53 going for a bit of a ride out of turn number 4, but he gathers it up and heads down the racetrack. McRae's got the Ford number 9 in the third spot. Five lap showing on the AIE Communications board. Fastest lap so far in this race, 22.943. That belongs to Chris Bowman. So Bowman could be inching up on the 64 car slowly here. But he's got a little ways to go, but still 4 laps to do it. 4 down, 4 to go on the AIE Communications board. The 9 car still third. Blonsky in the 00 is fourth. He is from St. Andrews. Now 3 to go. Blonsky trying to edge up on the 9 car of McRae, but not having much luck so far. White flag is out, 1 to go. Chris Bowman is running out of time here in the select shows. Bowman Enterprises 4C, he's got about 7 car lengths between himself and your race leader, with 64 of Gary Felius now coming out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is waving, and the DG Service car is going to win it. Pain Effects 4C comes home second. Third, the Central Hydronic Santana Kennels 9. That's Les McRae. And Blonsky, the Vert Landscaping 00, finishes unofficially fourth with the 53 of Doug Jones, starting fifth and finishing fifth in the 53 car out of Minnedosa. Doug Jones in the 53 down a lap there, according to my Race Pass app. 22.979. Gary Felius's last lap time.
All righty, here we go with last week. So if you were here July 11th, the next 3 races are for you. If you weren't, you're going to have to cover your eyes.